What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we play Inter Milan in the first game of the Champions League group stage and Familicao in the league. We've played 4 league games since last episode, and we played 2 home and 2 away. In the 2 home games, we've scored 12 goals. In the 2 away games, we've scored a combined 0. So yeah, explain that one to me. Yeah, it's been up and down. Like, we've dominated every single game. We just have been incapable of scoring away from home. Except for last episode where we scored 4. So if we look at the results, first game after the Guimaraes match, we beat Vizela 5-1. Sesko, after getting that hat-trick against Guimaraes, scored 4 in the first half. Actually, 4 in the first 26 minutes. DK scored 1, basically stoppage time in the first half to put us 5-0 up at halftime. I then took off Sesko, so who knows how many we would have got if I kept him on the pitch, but there was no reason to. And we ended up winning 5-1. We then played Santa Clara, away from home, and drew 0-0. But a little bit understandable, we had a sitting off after 13 minutes, which was just so much fun. Bruno Tabata decided he wanted a 2-footed dude for literally no reason. And we just couldn't score, even though we absolutely destroyed them. Even after the sitting off, we absolutely destroyed them. We just couldn't score. 24 shots to 5, but only 5 shots on target from 24 shots. That's pathetic. Especially considering 7 for Sorloth, 7.3 for Sesko. How? Why? I don't understand. 2.1 at XG, no goals. That was frustrating. But then we scored 7. 5 in the first half again. Sesko only 1 this time. Goals spread out quite a bit. DK, the only one with multiple goals, but Tellez got his first goal for the club. A penalty in the 45th minute. Sesko, Santos, Sorloth, Inacio, and then the DK brace. They scored 1 goal, and of course it was an own goal from Alex Tellez, so he scored on both sides. Good day for him. We then played Maritimo, away from home, and we drew 0-0, even though we absolutely destroyed them. And it's not like we played a super backup squad. Sesko played. Tomas played next to him, who apparently had a good game, even though we did not score. But it was still a strong squad. Pedro Gonçalves. Tellez had to play because I think I rested Bergman Johannesson for Tellez, but Tellez has been great. Nuno Santos, who was really good at the end of the year last year, and for the league for the most part, in the past couple of years. And we just couldn't freaking score. Even though we've scored 5 and 7 in back-to-back home games, we get 25 shots, 11 on target, nearly 3 XG, and can't score away from home. I don't understand what's different. Like, the goals are the same. How are you unable to score away from home? It doesn't make any sense. So now we play Inter Milan, our Champions League group. We got a little bit lucky. We were the 2 seed, so we get Inter, who were the 1 seed. Could have gotten a much tougher 1 seed, but still not easy. The 3 seed was Rangers. We actually got Rangers. They were probably the easiest 3 seed, so that was actually big, But we did get one of the tougher 4 seeds at Galatasaray. So I guess that kind of offset getting Rangers, but I think Rangers are the first team we've gotten in the Champions League group that I think we could legitimately hammer. So at least we get 1 easy team in 4 years. So that's our group. Inter start off away from home, the toughest game of the group stage. And then Familicao at home. It's at home, so we should win, but 4-5, 6-1, something like that? Who knows against Inter Milan, though? Well, we've got a pretty strong squad available. We've got 1 injury to Isaac Bergman Johannesson, just a slight knock. So he's not going to be available. Tellez plays, though. That's why I brought Tellez in, to play in these kind of matches. Tomas also has a knock, but he probably wouldn't have been on the bench anyway, so not that big of a deal. Oscar Gonzalez, again, not a big deal. So we're going with the strong squad. Sesko, Sorloth up top. Santos in behind. Tabata is just coming back from injury. And Santos has been playing decently well, so I'm going to keep Santos in there. I'm not going to rush Tabata back. Gonzalez and Sensi in the midfield. I went with Sensi over Nunez, basically just for set pieces. We've learned away from home against really good teams, sometimes it takes a set piece, so I want Sensi out there. Dyer starts in defensive midfield. We also have an injury to Paulinha. I have unavailable ticked here, so we don't see him, but he's got a short-term injury, so Dyer's coming in there. I think that's fine. Gusto starts at right back. He's been great for us. Ruan and Inacio. Tellez, like I said, a left back, and Novistich in goal. We're going to make a few changes to the tactic for this match. Obviously, I said I brought Sensi on for set pieces, so I might as well play for set pieces. Definitely going to do that. And other than that, I don't know if there's a lot I want to change. Actually curious what they're going to play. I'm assuming they're playing 3 at the back. They're playing a 4-4-2, actually, with Bastoni and Skriniar. So we're not going to win that aerial battle, really, even though we have good... we're not going to win it enough. We will win it at points, but I'm not going to just lump it to our strikers every single time, hoping they can win it, because more often than not, I think Inter are probably going to win that header. So I could get stuck in, but you know, us and getting stuck in seem to not work well together. So I'm not going to risk it. And I think that's the only change, just to hit early or to play for set pieces. I think that has helped us previous times against big teams in the Champions League. Hopefully, it helps us today. We're the underdogs today, and you know what? That suits us. Go out and cause a few surprises. The last couple of away games we played, we've not been able to take our chances. We're going to have to do that today if we want to get anything from this match. Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Maritimo last time out? We need to score from 25 shots, preferably. Let's think we have to stretch ourselves a bit more and make small improvements to turn things around. Do you think the first goal here will be crucial? We like to play with positivity and make sure we're giving ourselves the best chance of a win. Do you hope your team can produce today? I think we've had a good build-up to this match, and we look primed to perform. It's going to be tough. Inter, away from home, they've started off the league pretty well. They've got a pretty strong squad. Diaz, who we know from Porto, he's starting on the left wing for them. We know he's a good player, but we've got good players too. Sesko has been on fire to start this season. We saw he had a hat trick and then 4 goals in his first 2 games of the season. If he can do that in the Champions League, he gives us a pretty good chance. He was a little bit disappointing in the Champions League last year, so I'd like to see him step up this year. 31 minutes in, it's actually been a pretty even match so far, which is a little encouraging. That away game against Bayern, we were already getting absolutely curb stomped by this point of the game. So the fact we're still in it and still, getting chances, limiting their chances for the most part until they score here, that's annoying. Renan Lodi crosses in for Lautaro Martinez, and he's basically unmarked in the box. And it's a good finish, but it's a pretty simple finish as well. Just no one is getting out to Renan Lodi. Sesko's the one that has to come back. I don't know what our midfielders are doing. Like, good lord, they're all on top of each other. Our left back, or right back, is really far inside. Can't really blame him for that. He's got a center back, or got strikers to mark, but Pedro Gonzalez is the real guy here. He has to be out here. Like, I don't know what he's doing, sitting so central. So Lodi has all the time on the pitch, takes a striker to close him down, gets to the byline, puts in the cross. Keeper, I don't know what that was. He acted like the shot was going the complete opposite direction. Does he need contacts or something? I don't know about that. Looks like we're going to go into halftime down 1-0. At the halfway point of the half, it was a very even match. Since then, they've absolutely throttled us. Like, look at the XG story. Like, it's even, and then they just destroyed us. What changed? I don't understand, but we have to be better. That was a pretty awful first half. That was not good enough. But we have the second half to make amends. So go and do that. I thought we started off that first half well, but the second half of the first half was completely unacceptable. You lost your focus and didn't maintain your defensive responsibilities, and Inter made you pay. You're going to have to be much better in the second half if you want to get anything from this match. 68 minutes in, Inter have continued to absolutely destroy us. We haven't done anything this second half. Hopefully this is going to be our first attacking highlight. It's going to start with Sensi. He's going to look for Pedro. What a terrible pass. They end up getting the ball back. We do win it back, though, on the goal kick. Fonsorla, Sesko, nice ball through to Nuno Santos. Sensi. I mean, it's a shot on target. That's progress. Please don't score from this, though. They do a long kick. Ruan heads it, though. Pedro Gonzalez. We might look to attack again. Sensi on the ball. Going to play through Nuno Santos. One-on-one with the keeper. And the worst finish I might have ever seen. Congratulations. You're off the pitch. 78 minutes. Our strikers have been absolutely incompetent. 6.2 and a 6.3. I called for Sesko to step up, and he's done the complete opposite. He's been the worst player on the pitch. We cannot have that happen. Everyone's been awful, to be fair. Like, our center backs supposedly have been good. I haven't seen that, but everyone else has been absolutely atrocious. So what changes do I make? What changes can I make? I can't change everything. I can't change everyone. So what change is going to actually do something here? Malagusto's on a yellow. Could maybe want to take him off for Esgaio, but is Esgaio really going to make a difference? Unlikely, but who is? Probably DK, but Sesko apparently has been worse, but he's better than Sorloth. So I'm going to bring on DK for Sorloth. See if DK can do something. We're going to go... it doesn't matter if we lose 1-0 or 2-0 or 3-0 or 4-0. So I'm going attacking. Terms of instructions, I don't think I want to change anything. I know it's not working, but we know it can work. So I don't know what to change if I did change anything. Maybe I start going long ball just to hope and pray we actually win one. I mean, we're not creating anywhere else. We might as well. Let's go for Zesco. Push the line up a little bit. It's time to get stuck in. And prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Don't let them waste time. We need the ball back as soon as possible. Look to attack as many times as possible because knowing how this team finishes away from home, it's going to take a lot of chances if we're going to get a freaking goal. Throw in Alex Tellez down this left-hand side. DK picks it up. Looks for a man in the box, but that might be one of the worst crosses I've ever seen. He is a striker, but still, good lord. Hopefully we can win this ball, though. Mary goes long. We do win it. Tellez picks it up. Not a very good goal kick. He's going to find Sensi, who goes back to Tellez. Tellez has been pretty terrible to this match, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Bragança would have made a difference. And we hit the post. We can't get the little bit of luck we need unless we can attack again. Please don't be over highlight. I want this to continue. 82nd minute. We're not going to have many more chances, so while we're on top, DK! Oh my god, he's a legend. Daryl DK is an absolute god, but what? Did you see that ball? I think it was Ignacio that played it. What a ball, but what a finish by DK as well. Should I have started DK? He comes on and immediately scores with a ridiculous strike. Now what do I do? Do I stay attacking? We had our first actual good look on goal going attacking, but a 1-1 would be pretty decent away from home against Inter. Now we have something to lose. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Alright, I think I've made up my mind. I've pulled it back just a little bit. I've gone to positive. I still want to be on the front foot considering we've kind of had the momentum in our favor right now, so I want to take advantage of it. I'm also going to bring in Bragança for Tellez. Tellez has been awful, and he's completely exhausted, so hopefully some fresh legs down that left side can give us something. I don't know if I want a highlight or not, though. 2 minutes left. There's going to be a highlight, and it's going to start with Inter. Bastoni throws it to Lautaro Martinez. Puts in the ball for Isak, but he doesn't win the header. If Sesko can get here, not quite. They're going to look to play down the line again. Lautaro Martinez. Another ball to the back post to Bailly. If Bailly scored from there, I'd have just rage quit. It looks like it's going to end 1-1, but there's going to be another highlight. Oh my god. Dude! I don't like it. Just let the highlights in. I'm okay with the 1-1. I know I wanted to take advantage of the momentum and all that, but I'm okay with the 1-1. This is too nervy. Unless we can score here. DK can't quite get on the end of it, and it's going to be another Inter attack. My heart can't take this. Dodo just absolutely destroyed us down this flank. He's going to get fouled. This is probably going to be the last chance of the match. Since he's not going to get a card, it looks like. They're going to put in a cross. Or he's going to get a card. Yellow. Who cares? They're going to put in a ball. This is their last chance to get the win, and our last chance to not concede. And Luis Diaz heads it over. Hits it over, not heads it over. If he would have headed that from there, that would have been impressive. But it's going to end 1-1. I mean, I'm okay with that. We were a lot better towards the end of that second half. We started off pretty horribly. Just as horrible as we ended the first half. I mean, they probably should have won that. 25 shots, they only got 5 on target. Their XG was pretty high. 1 clear-cut chance, 2 half chances. So they didn't create the best of chances, but yeah, it wasn't much different in terms of high-quality chances created. Possession-wise, they did well, but they didn't completely destroy us. So, I don't know. I'll take it. I'm so proud of the work that you put in to salvage something in that second half. Well done. Obviously, that second half started kind of like the first half ended. Wasn't in our favor. But this time, you kept your focus. You kept working. And eventually, momentum started to swing in our favor a bit. And when it did, you took advantage of it. That's what I want to see. That's what you need to do away from home in this competition against teams of that caliber. Obviously, we could have done better. But to get a point in a game where we know we didn't play our best against the likes of Inter, I'll take it. Good job tonight. The introduction of Daryl DK as a substitute clearly changed the game. You must be delighted. I'm very pleased how it all came together. He's shown an incredible appetite to make an impact. Daryl DK's goal, a thunderous volley, was one of the highlights of the match. Wouldn't you agree? A goal befitting the player. Daryl was excellent today and deserves the acclaim for that finish. Many fans voiced their displeasure that Benjamin Sesko has been substituted after his poor performance. Can you explain the decision to leave him out? I can't sub out everybody. I don't know if you know that. I get 3 subs, not like 10. So, I don't care what they're saying, really. It's my job to make the decisions, not theirs. And I substituted a player on, and he scored and got the point for us. So, yeah, don't criticize me. Rangers beat Galatasaray. What was the score of that one? Just kind of curious. 2-1 to Rangers. In the 89th minute, they get the winner. So that's probably good for us, actually, because, I mean, I would think Rangers are still a better team than Galatasaray. I could see Galatasaray getting maybe a point off of Inter. I don't know if I can say the same thing for Rangers. So, you know what? I think Galatasaray is a little bit more of a threat to that third spot than Rangers are. I know it might not be smart to say that, but I'm saying it. So, obviously, we still want to win the group. This result actually gives us a decent chance of being able to do that if we can, get the performances we should get against Galatasaray and Rangers. But yeah, I'll take second if we have to. I just want to go through to the knockouts of the Champions League again. Super Sub DK rescues Sporting. I mean, I think he might have just deserved a start in our next Champions League match. I mean, if he can come on and then how many minutes did he even have? Like 10? Like then the first 10 minutes if he get substituted on, I think he scored. I think he deserves it. Next match, though, we're playing Familicao in the league. It's at home, so like I said, we probably should be able to score based on what we've seen before. But 4 days, hopefully I'm going to be fit for that. I want to play as strong a squad as I can. Familicao aren't bad. So let's hope for a good performance, because Inter Milan, we got the result, but the performance, not ideal. It is time to play Familicao. I'm going to make a few changes to the lineup. DK, after scoring that goal, is going to come right back in. Sorlot's actually going to get completely dropped out of the team today. Tomas is going to come and be on the bench. Tabata comes back in after Santos didn't have the best performance last game. Also, Ampadu starts at defensive midfield. Dyer, again, didn't play well last game, so I decided to give Ampadu a shot. The back line, though, is to be expected. Bergman Johansson retains his place at left back. Would he have made the difference against Inter? I mean, considering how much they dominated us, probably not. Obviously, he would have been better than Tellez, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I can't really say that lot or that draw or that poor performance was entirely on not having Bergman Johansson. I'm a little bit worried about his performances as well. They've been good, but his morale is terrible because he desperately wants to leave. He even went to the point, both him and Novistich went to the point where they requested transfers. I declined both of them. They're not leaving. I don't understand why Novistich is so unhappy. He's been here 1 year. Chelsea offered basically what we bought him for to buy him, and I said no. And he's like, how dare you? Yeah, I'm going to make no profit on a dude that's here for 1 year that has a contract until 2030. That's not happening. I don't know if you know how this sport works, but that's not happening. And Bergman Johansson, we just can't lose him. So I don't care what he says. I don't care what teams come in for him. As long as he's not leaving on the end of his deal, I'm keeping him here. So that's the lineup we're playing. Hopefully we can get a better performance today. It should be at home against Familicao. I'd like to see a good bounce back. This is the match we should be winning. Make sure we do. Our home form to start the season has been great, but it's important to keep that going today while we work on trying ways to fix our away form. This might be a kickoff highlight, and it's going to start with us. We take the kickoff and find Bergman Johansson down this left-hand side. He has a tendency to just dribble past everyone. See if he does it again. He's going to get to the byline, going to put in a cross. It's going to be headed away. Nunez picks it up on the edge of the area, though. I thought he was going to go for a shot. Instead, he finds Malo Gusto. We look to recycle through Ampadu. Playing that defensive midfield role this game. Finds Mateus Nunez. DK, the scorer, the super sub from last match. Tabata actually gets found on the through ball, but a good save from their goalkeeper. Good early chance, though. We've looked to start off on the front foot. And we're going to see the corner. Tabata's going to put it in. Ignacio at the back post. Keeper saves. About 4 minutes in, we have another highlight, and it's going to start with us again. A throw down this right-hand side. Gusto, back post, Sesko, goal. I can't say for certain. First instinct was that he was onside. That's what they're checking. Let's see. He is onside. All right. We get the goal. Obviously, the start to this season hasn't been ideal in the league. I mean, a couple draws already in games we should be getting results in, and based on our performances, definitely should have got a result in. But technically, we're still on for the back-to-back unbeaten seasons. So, I mean, that's a thing. About 30 minutes in, it's been all Sporting. I think Familicao have 1 shot, 0 on target. And I don't think that one's going to count. I thought the first one was onside. I don't think this one was. I think he was in an offside position when that went in. We'll check to make sure, but that was my first instinct. Usually it's right, but it is not this time. The goal stands. Mateus Nunez finds Bergman Johansson, crosses the back post. Sesko heads it in. I got to see the line because he looked off even there. Let's see. See what this is put in. Maybe let's see. Oh, no. Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he's clearly on. Good goal. Looks like we're going to go into halftime with a 2-0 lead. Absolutely dominant first half performance with 20 shots nearly and 10 shots on target. probably should have more than 2 goals, but a comfortable lead that they don't look like they're going to be able to get that many goals to at least get the point. So I think we should be pretty comfortable from here on out. I'm happy with the number of shots on target so far. Keep it up. I want another good 45 minutes, though. I don't care what the scoreline is. I want to see us string together some really good 90-minute performances. Let's make it a habit. That will only help us when adversity hits. First highlight, 48 minutes in. It's going to be a Mateus Nunes ball at the back post. It's actually a Pedro Gonçalves ball that looks for Mateus Nunes, and it looks like he was pushed. It's going to be Sesko taking the goal, or taking the penalty, because he's on a hat trick. Looking for his 3rd hat trick in, 5 league matches? That's pretty good. But he's not going to get it. He is... Dude, we as a collective, as a team, are horrid at penalties. I don't know why, but we just are. We seem to miss more than we make. And Sesko, at least for now, isn't going to get his hat trick. And it looks like that's how it's going to end. One highlight in the second half, and it was a missed penalty. Awesome. Just amazing viewing. But an absolutely dominant performance. I mean, we definitely should have scored more. Nearly 4 XG. I know a lot of that is the penalty, but still, even without the penalty, we underperformed our XG. So, not good enough. A good win, 2-0, not bad against a decent team, but we need to be better at taking our chances. If we don't do it in matches we dominate like this, we're not going to do it in matches where we don't get many shots. I'm pleased with the performances, but we need to make sure not to allow ourselves to become too comfortable. I thought we defended well. I'm very happy with the clean sheet. But considering the amount of chances we created, we didn't score nearly enough. We need to be more clinical. What happens when we only have 8 shots at the Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich? We don't play to the level of competition here. We give our best for all 90 minutes, regardless of the opposition. Did you honestly believe you could take advantage of their poor form? We'll back ourselves against anyone, and if the opposition are struggling, we have to go after the win with everything we got. There seems to be a real buzz around the team at the minute. How far can it take you? This is the sort of thing we need to build on and take advantage of. If we can cultivate a strong team spirit, we'll be on to something special. 2-0 win. Could have been better. We are 1 point behind Porto, but they have a game in hand. They have got off to a very good start. The past couple of years, they've been a little disappointing, but they've started well this season. They haven't faced any good teams, but they've still started well. Benfica, they have a game in hand on us as well. They would also go ahead of us if they win their game in hand. So we still have a lot to do in the league this season. We can't slip up. We can't afford to not score goals away from home against bad teams like we have recently. Sesko gets man of the match. 2 goals, 4 key passes. Decent game from him. Man City apparently want Bergman Johannesson now. This is why, whenever you have a chance to ink a long-term deal with a really good player, you do it as soon as you can. Because his contract's through 2030, another 4 years. So we can turn down these bids. He can be unhappy right now, because eventually the teams will lose interest, and he'll be okay. And then we can give him a new long-term deal. We should be okay. We should be able to keep him, just like everyone else on our team that we've been able to keep over the years. In terms of when we're going to come back, I think it's going to be for more Champions League matches. Rangers are coming up, but then we have Galatasaray a couple times. I think I'm going to show this Galatasaray match here, and depending on who we get the Taça de Portugal, I might show it no matter what. I mean, the Furence match isn't going to be too exciting. Neither really is the Gil Vicente match. Neither is this Allianz Cup match. So, yeah, I think I'll show the Taça de Portugal. I don't know if we've really done, at least this low in the competition, a Taça de Portugal match in a live com before. So we'll do that in Galatasaray in next episode. Don't worry, we will play Rangers. So I'll see you then. Our home leg against Galatasaray. We need to beat Rangers. Our next match is at home as well. We definitely need to win that match. And we definitely need to beat Galatasaray, because I still want to win this group. We didn't do it last year, and it kind of irked me a bit. I like to win the group. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.